Hi, my name is Ashton Youngblood. This is my audience, also my family. If y'all want to go sit down.
Sit down, guys.
This is my note card. Alright, so my hobby that I picked was beadwork. I want to tell you a little bit about the history of me and my culture. So I am Mississippi Choctaw. I lived with my mom, who's Caucasian, and spent more time with her and her side of the family, so I didn't really get a lot of time with my dad and his side of the family, and I didn't really get to learn about my Native American culture. As I grew older and had children of my own, I grew a little more interested in it, and what really helped was whenever I started working for the Chickasaw Nation in Oklahoma. And what interested me the most was the beadwork. So beadwork, it can be found in all the tribes, Chickasaw, Choctaw, all of them, because it was used for trading, and because money wasn't of value to them. So I was fortunate enough to learn how to do a lot of the stitching. So there was the peyote stitch and the brick stitch, and I actually got to sell some earrings and some hat bands that I made at the Chickasaw Cultural Center. And the beadwork, it was mainly used in traditional clothing and ceremonial items, and like I said, the hat bands and the collar necklaces you would find on the women's traditional dresses that they wore, and the earrings, of course. So these beads, they ranged anywhere from having simple designs to extrinsic designs. They even included human figures at times to tell stories, and it had a variety of colors. These beads were made from their hunting expeditions, and they would use bones and the hooves of the animals to make the beads. They also made beads from shells, stones, and even seeds. So some of the time you'll hear it called seed beading, and that's why. It's because it was, some of them were from seeds. Archaeologists are actually able to tell what time period they came from because of the different variety of beads that they used. So today the beads are made from glass, plastic, and certain type of metals, and instead of being used for trading purposes or ceremonial purposes, they are more of an accessory to people. They can also be found in museums. So there's a museum in Pennsylvania called the Penn Museum, and it has some beaded sashes, and in Choctaw it's called scaboche, and the men wore these beaded sashes. It meant whenever you seen these men wearing them in the tribe, they deserved the utmost respect, and they were a very high importance. Some women would wear them, but these were women that were storytellers and elders, so they also deserved respect. And there's classes that are held in Poto, Oklahoma, and what's great about these classes are that they'll travel to different places, like such as Arkansas. There's a store there, a big store with the beads, and they get to learn about the culture and the history of the beads. And they don't only learn from the instructor, they also learn from each other, because once you enter into these classes, they're all a different skill level, so they teach each other. And the Chickasaw Cultural Center in Sulphur, they have a similar class like for beading, and the Choctaw Nation, they're working on developing a Choctaw Cultural Center in Durant. So I am looking forward to seeing if they'll have a seed beading class, and I hope that you find this interesting and that you will look into it and maybe even start doing beadwork yourself. And if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. And I also have pictures if anybody wants to look at the work that I've had, and even if anybody wants anything, just let me know. And I find it very important for this to be part of the Native American culture that lives on. And I thank you for your time and hope you have a great day. Thank you.